All right, welcome to another quick review on Chattanooga Clinical Education. So this one's going to cover setting up your Focus Shockwave. So congratulations on purchasing your Intellect, your Chattanooga Intellect Focus Shockwave unit. First thing you should do, read the user manual. Very important because that's going to give you the maintenance criteria, some setup information, some scheduling, and obviously teach you how to run through and be able to use your unit to its fullest advantage and as safe as possible. So next thing you can do is you can take all the stuff out of the box. So the key components here that are going to be necessary to put the unit together to get ready to use are, so you're going to have this hand piece. You're going to have a power cord. You are going to have a reservoir here, a bag that you're going to use to fill up the water. You're going to have a cradle. You're going to have an Allen wrench. You're going to have some screws. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, so you should do all of this before you actually connect the power or add any water or anything like that. Can't add water until the unit is being powered up anyway, is I'm going to actually attach the hand cradle because that will allow me to put the applicator in a safe spot so it doesn't get dropped or anything like that, because that's a very important component and not something that you'd want to have to replace as soon as you got your brand new unit. So you have options. You can put it on either side. So you'll see that there are 2 set screws that are going to go with this. You can put it on either side, and you have a couple different options as far as how you would like to attach it and which direction. I'm going to do it over here on the left side, because as you can see, one of the tables I use for this, I have something on it on the opposite side, so that would kind of get in the way. So I'm going to grab my Allen key and my screws. And we can turn this around just a little bit. So I popped out, so there are these little plugs, these applicator plugs here that I'm just going to pop out for the 2 screws that you'll be attaching. Now, it can, like I said, it can go in different directions. So I'm going to put it on like this. So when I'm putting my applicator in the holster, it fits really nicely. It's easy for me to take off and on with very little difficulty. So it's quite ergonomic. So I'm going to take these Allen screws, and I'm going to attach my little guy right here. Once I put them both in, then I'm going to tighten them down, just hand tighten. You don't have to crank those things down. Even if it gets loose a little bit later on, you can just tighten them back up and check that after a while, because through the vibration and over time, it might loosen up just a little bit. All right, so I can get rid of this Allen key, put that right there. I'm going to take the applicator. I'm actually going to put it in this cradle. Actually make sure that it is nice and stable. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this guy right here, right? It only goes in one way, and you'll see the ports, right? You've got this brass threaded screw that's actually going to be tightening the thing down. And then you've got some other attachments. So it only goes in one way. And when you look at the face here, okay, you can see that it's at a slight angle. So it's really quite simple. So I'm going to line everything up. Okay, and once you get it into where it's going to be flush with all the ports, I'm just going to turn this black dial here. It's a knob that actually threads that brass screw, and it pulls it in nice and tight. You definitely don't need to over tighten this. It's not going to go any further. It just creates a nice seal, because this cord through here is it's electromagnetic, and also provides the tube which the water is going to flow through. Pretty simple. And now we're almost ready to go. So now I'm going to actually attach the power cord So we're going to turn the device on and it's just going to say, please wait. You're just going to want to wait and basically do whatever it says on the screen after you've turned it on. So it reads, please connect full water bag and hold it above the device and then press OK. Put the handheld device in the holder, marker on top. I want to tell you a little bit of a trick. I want you to take this guy and actually put it on the floor, okay? Because that's going to help with some of the gravity to fill this thing up. Don't be shy filling up this water bag. So the water bag is 600 milliliters. You can see I didn't fill it all the way up, but I filled it up with plenty of water. That's also going to help with some of the filling of the unit. So we're going to attach it to the back. And I'm going to put my handpiece lower than the unit. Just be careful, it can't be knocked off or someone step on it or something like that. And then we just have to wait. And again, it's going to tell us the next step. It'll tell us what's going to happen next. It'll either accept that there's enough water in the unit, and we'll be good to go on to that next level. So we click OK, and then it says, please wait. It'll continue to run through this. Again, it's calibrating and it's setting itself up to make sure it has the appropriate amount of water. Sometimes it's fine. Other times it may say, add more water. Depends on how good, the water flow was in making its way down into the device. If it's all set, then it will say, please perform one shock. We can press one shock, and then the device is actually ready to be used. And you'll do a test shock. If it's up high enough, you'll hear it click. If not, it'll be very, very faint. It's ready to go. Now you can actually start performing focused shockwave application. And we'll talk more about the actual setup procedure in another video, but that should at least get you going. So this whole process takes, as you can already see, about 15 to 20 minutes, just because of all the configurations that it has to go through. Thanks for listening.